Hello, this is ZDs. Welcome back to another Mario Maker 2 video, clearing more uncleared 2020 levels. This video, I'm going to go back a couple of weeks when I had cleared a maker named DaBladez levels. I had mentioned that he had a few more that were uncleared from 2020. He actually has some new levels from 2024 that are uncleared. I might actually attempt those. This first one is a Super Mario Bros. 2 level. When the game first introduced the SMB2 mushroom, I wasn't quite sure how well it could apply to Mario Maker, but people immediately proved me wrong. I mean, honestly, there are a few items that aren't super useful in the game that I really don't like. Mostly, I just don't like how most people use them. I think every item has its place, but any power-up is going to be a great addition to the game. And SMB2, you know, the levels style after it, but I very much like a good Super Mario Bros. 2 level. If you pick that shell up too late, it wastes the bullet. It still has like an attack hitbox as it's falling until it's above your head. Yeah, this is a really good SMB2 level. Maybe like a couple of semi-janky spots. Definitely you have to work at it to figure out what's going on. There is a pickup indicator up above, which is different than the first pickup indicator, which I'm curious as to why DaBladez did that. For the record, if you don't read the comments on the videos, DaBladez actually showed up the last time I played his level, so hopefully it'll show up again. Yeah, that one's a little different than the first one, but that is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to pick it up, throw it. You're supposed to pull the clouds. I neglected to notice that, and then get on the shell. I realized that after I threw it at this point. This level took me a good hour to beat, and I will say, like, it took me like maybe 15 minutes, maybe even less than that, to get to the final jump, and then it took me the rest of that time, the 35 minutes or whatever it was, to make the final jump. So it was a difficult one. This jump is pretty hard too. So when you duck in the SMB2 style, you get a super jump, which is true of the original game as well. But in the original game, you could stand up and you still had the the little glowy power up, and then you could, I don't know what the hell I was thinking right there. I just like jumped off a cliff for no apparent reason. Yeah, but in Mario Maker, the SMB2 mushroom, you have to stay ducking. So that jump is quite hard, and there's another one that's even tighter coming up. That's the jump that I have real problems with. You have to, right here, and I'll show a few tries. What he wants you to do is get on it, get the super jump power, and then jump up. It's just a very tight. Obviously, it takes a little bit of time. I thought actually maybe you had to stand up and jump off it, but this is what happens if you try that. You get knocked right through the shell. Yeah, this was tough. I probably got to this point 50 times before I made the jump. I don't remember how many tries I had before I started, but by the time I beat it, it's like 110. So, yeah, I think I had a fair number of tries. I'm sure it took me 50 lives, but a lot of it was that final jump. Here's the final run. Yeah, DaBladez had 3 more unclear 2020 levels. I had cleared 2 before, so that was 5 total. We'll do 1 more after this, and then I'm saving one for the next video because it looks hard, and it was also a Super Mario Bros. 1 level. And I'm still trying to stick to the 1 level from each style. Yeah, that jump right there that was tough to figure out as well. I also had a lot of problems with this bomb. And I also forgot those red coins several times. Luckily, I didn't get to the end before I remembered it. That bomb throw is kind of tough. So here's what you need to do. You need to... See, I'm trying to judge, but you want to get on it as quickly as possible so you can get that super jump power. That's a tight area. You really don't have a lot of time. And that's pretty much the level. I collect some of the bonuses, some of the goodies. Yeah, very good Super Mario Brothers 2 level. The one uncleared level, which hopefully I'll get to next week, is a Kaizo combination of Super Mario Brothers 2 and Link. And I'm a little afraid of it because it has like 250 tries already uncleared. We'll see how that is. I touched it, so I gave it a heart so I could find it again really easily. Anyway, on to the next DaBladez level. This is a Super Mario World level. This is not my favorite type of level, just because it's an escort mission, but this one's pretty good for sure. It takes a lot of trial and error to figure out exactly what's going on in here. And yeah, I mean, you see me look around clearly, and it said it right up front, basically. I can't remember what the level is called, but you're escorting the spike ball until the end of the section, and then these ghosts are sometimes you don't even see them. That's why they're good ghosts. Yeah, this one was tough to figure out. Actually, I don't remember how long it took me. It didn't take me anywhere near as long as that first level. But there was a lot of trial and error. You get the idea, but you have to figure out, you have to go through it and figure out what's going on. Even if you fail, you can go forward and look a little. But yeah, we're trying to get it. And then I was trying to jump on the spike ball, but that doesn't work because the ghosts are right in your way. But the best way to do this is to go right away. You really want to just go. No hesitation. That's how it's kind of set up. You can reset. Basically, there's two checkpoints. There's 3 sections. The third section is pretty negligible because it's more or less an auto section. So there's really 2 major sections, and each one starts with a setup, and then there's a reset door. But you know, after you get past that first reset door, you're more or less on your own, figuring this out. Which is it's nice. You can see a little bit. But yeah, a lot of the time I just had to like walk forward and take looks at the level. So yeah, you follow this. It's set up pretty well, where you know you're very much going when he wants you to go. This section's a little, I wouldn't say better, but a little easier to figure out than the second section. The second section, and he said this in his comment when I started. The second section, you can despawn the ball if you go too fast, and I think I broke the ball or something. I didn't despawn it there. I broke it. Yeah, you go right away. I'm pretty sure this is the completion of the first section. Once you got it, it's actually pretty, it works really well. Second section also wants you to damage boost, which is first a little confusing, but it's not too bad. Yeah, you hit the on-offs, it can go past where you need it to go. Dry bones, you gotta watch out for the bones. It's mostly negligible. You want to jump over that ball, it will destroy where the flag is, but you can still get the checkpoint flag. So we're in the second section. This one is maybe a little more precise than the first section. But you also, like I said, you have to... You get a mushroom, you're gonna lose it, and also this part's a little weird. There are some rails on under the lava there where the chain stumps just kind of go back and forth, which is a little confusing. There's also stuff hidden under the lava too, which you don't know what it is. So it's gonna take a few tries to figure out what you need to do. So there's a thwomp that just comes out of nowhere, hits it. We want to hit that on off, keep going. But then there's a saw that just comes out and wails on ya. A little unfair there. But if you do everything the way he wants you to do, like you want to keep this mushroom, and then you can just run through here. But you know, a couple of changes might have helped us. This was really confusing. But it's kind of like the first section where the and you can kind of see it a little better, where the thwomps hit a seesaw and knock up munchers. I should have realized from the first section, but I didn't, that you want to just keep going. You want to keep ahead. You do need the thwomp to be up for the ball to roll through, but then it's like, how do I get through now? And it gets ahead of you and it breaks. So at this point I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I need to just keep going. And I actually jump up here to see what's going on. That's where we want to get the ball to, is those bricks. Don't know what that twister's about yet, but the ball's gonna hit these fireballs, which will let me go down below. And at this point, I'm like, I was a little afraid I got soft lock because of that twister. But you can basically shut him off by running forward. We're just gonna kill ourselves. I think this is the last attempt. So yeah, we just want to stay a little ways ahead, not too far. Oh no, I think I do show a despawn at one point. This must be that life, where I get too far ahead. Yeah, this is the point. You want to run really far ahead, but not too far ahead. And this is where it gets complicated and difficult. DaBladez apologized for that in the little comment at the beginning of the level. I didn't do that too many times. Once I realized, I need to be ahead of it so it's not despawning, basically. A little bit janky. Like, I think I even I leave a comment that says as much. Second section was a little bit janky, but it's not too bad. It's a good level. So yeah, here I don't want to go too far ahead. I can kind of see it. I want to get ahead of it, but I want it there. You don't have to get too far away for it to despawn, so you want to be careful. Here it does like a little bit of a loop. It can't quite get up that hill. Then the twister raises and it hits those springs over there. Then we got the second checkpoint. And here I was like, oh, am I dead? Oh no, I'm not dead. So there must be a pipe down there that releases that Potaboo. And this is kind of cute. It would have been even funnier if it made me enter that, or let me enter that pink pipe, although that might have pissed some people off. It would have been really funny though. Maybe, you know what it could have been, is a bonus section. That would have been cool. I don't know if were there 1-ups. I think there were some 1-ups in that level. Maybe some coins. Put some coins in there. That would have been cool. Yeah, good level. That one more DaBladez level to beat. We'll see if we can do that next time. On to the new Super Mario Brothers U level. This is easily the shittiest level of the video. This is it's a troll level. I think it's called troll something. Japanese troll level. This is like a super lazy, not very well designed troll level, which, you know, I played a Super Mario Brothers 3 troll level, maybe, I think it was 2 weeks ago. That was fairly well designed, and those are even more annoying, honestly. But I didn't spend a lot of time effing around on this one. I opened up the program. I wasn't looking at it like really hard, but just to give me an idea of where to go, because it's just like, eh. But this one's pretty lazy. Honestly, a good player who got this in endless would beat it, and I would say like somebody like the Beast, maybe 5-10 lives, if that. But it's pretty lazy. You're definitely gonna die a few times because there's some crap. Right here, we'll show one life. Yeah, I just make sure to boo it. I'm like, this is garbage. I don't wanna. I was gonna boo it no matter what. I'm thinking there's probably a hidden block there to block me, but this is the most offensive thing in the level, is that they just drop you right on a spike. Yeah, here I went up the middle. You have to spin low off of that, and it's really hard and really quick. Here we have a completely blind jump. Maybe we need to stay close to that wall. Maybe it's in the middle somewhere. Who knows? No, it's as far away as it could possibly get. So the next time I do it, I'll do a triple jump and get over there. You probably don't have to do a triple jump, but it's not that hard to do, and it 100% gets me over there. And then we have the subworld, which is upside down, which is always wonderful. Here's the classic troll of having 2 snake blocks that go the opposite way, pushed together. And they're really fast 3-part snake blocks, so not very easy. But you don't have to get very far in that second block before you can just jump to the next section. So that's what I do. The middle block of these 3 is going to be a muncher, so we want to stay on the side. Here, one of the goofiest, stupidest mess-ups I ever do, but a lot of it is because it's upside down. So you just want to take damage there and go through that pipe, but I landed on top of the pipe, and my damage boost ran out, and I'm like, God damn it, that's so stupid. I feel like an idiot. If I was a really good player, I could have brought that spring with me. But it's probably not worth the effort. I don't think there's any way to make it work. So here we got the first checkpoint. This wants me, what they want me to do is shoot all these ice blocks and then shoot an extra fireball that'll melt that ice block right there. But I noticed that right away, so I didn't shoot that last. I just went slow. Because if that ice block isn't there, I can't enter this door. Obviously. I try to get through here. I think you might be able to do it, but I'm not very good at this trick. When you have a mushroom or a power-up, you can twirl into small spaces like that with Justin, New Super Mario Brothers U. But like I'm like, F it, I can't do it. I'm not that good, so I'm like, okay, he wants me to go into that pit. Maybe I don't want to go down that pit if he wants me to, but there's nothing. I react perfectly to this. I wasn't looking at that either. I figured up was the best choice. I figured that pipe would just get me crushed. So I get the second checkpoint right away. I think it's actually, is it true that after I hit that first checkpoint, I don't die again? I don't think I do. He lets me reset this, which means this is not a very smart troll level. Like a real person would have put a fish bones right here that would have killed me. Yeah, you can reset that room and go back in. This troll, if you throw the power right here, this muncher, the big muncher also dies, which means I could not enter the, but then I think I could have just reset it again. Couldn't I have? I don't remember. Is that door? I don't remember. Yeah, I think I could have just reset it. Here he wants me to jump on that blue platform, which would die right away because of the thwomp. So I see that. I mean, he could have put the thwomp higher up, so I couldn't see that. I don't know if they were just running out of room. This is just a very bad troll level. The first part, in the first section seemed like not good, but at least he was trying to put some stuff in there to kill me, but I don't know. This is very, very lazy, this creator. It's almost like the second half is like a different, you know, completely different thing. And he checkpoint 2s me, which I'm like, oh, crap. And then you see, I can't re-enter this pipe because he puts a one-way there. So I can't go through it again because there was a fireball that melted that coin. But then I see the on-off state is in a different... Yeah, they miss a lot of opportunities to troll me in this one. Yeah, and that's a level. Not super complicated. Definitely garbage. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. I feel like they just got lazy, or they just weren't very good at making troll levels. On to the Super Mario Brothers 3 level. This is the DaBladez levels were very good, especially that Super Mario Brothers 2 one. This was actually a really, really good level. And I was hoping that I found yet another really good maker to beat all his levels, you know, to see if he had a bunch. This only had 9 tries, by the way. That's insane. But it's a frog level. And generally, I don't like frog levels that much, but this is a mostly very good one. Here, I totally don't understand what he even has an arrow there. I totally didn't listen to him. I was excited to see if he had more unclear levels. He only made 2 levels. One of them I think was a multiplayer level, so it had very high clear rate. But yeah, you know, it's just a multiplayer level, so it was cleared. And then this was his other level. And the first one he made in July of 2019, and this one he made, I don't remember what month, but about a year later, let's say. So he started the game, played once, made a level, apparently didn't like it, and then did it again a year later to see if he still liked the game. And he made a good level and no one played it, so he probably gave up forever. I hear he does have 2 spots that I feel are not unfair, but maybe a little tighter than they need to be. I don't, like, with 9 tries, I doubt anyone even got that far, but, yeah, this, it's just a tiny bit tighter than it really needs to be, to make the level fun. And I could see somebody quitting here because they're getting frustrated that they can't beat that beetle shell down there. But that actually only took me like 3 tries. After the second checkpoint, there's one that took many lives away from me. That was really frustrating, but it was still fun. This setup is really cool. I really like this setup. I assume that they must have played the game a little bit. You can lose the frog power there. But you're supposed to, you gain the Tanuki suit while you have P-Speed. You can fly, you hit those munchers. That was difficult. I was basically at this, the last part of this section. So I'm not going to show a bunch of tries, but I did have a lot of trouble, hitting these munchers, because you have to hit them directly. And then you have to have enough P-Speed to get up to that on-off. And then you have to hit that with your tail, so you have to have the Tanuki power up or you fail. So we're at the second checkpoint. This first part is the part that was a little too tight. To get through this spike section before that shell hit the on-off, I died a dozen times at least here. What I eventually did is I switched from joystick to D-pad, and it was just a lot easier with the D-pad for whatever reason. I couldn't get under those spikes without hitting them. There is some cheese to be had here, and I do win cheesing it, but I was trying to grab that POW, by the way. I was gonna do a sick POW drop. You do... I think you do need the frog suit. I think if you lose the frog suit, you're not gonna make it. Yeah, here oh, this life is weird because, so I got up on this, I was able to get up on this platform from the water twice. And then all of a sudden I can't do it anymore. And I don't even think the water's moving. I'm like, yeah, I want to grab that POW and see what I can do to the right with it. The way I cheese it is you can miss this shell throw right here. And you can grab the shell again and then go back up and try. Easiest with the frog suit, but you're not going to lose. You're not going to win if you don't have the frog suit anyway. Yeah, I think that was the shell about to come back to life. I think it was. I think that's why I threw it so early there. So when I go back the second time, I'm going to drop it and let it wake up again so I can reset the timer. But you can get P-Speed right here. Probably could have prevented that. And here I'm just like, I'm just gonna go forward with the POW. If I were smart, I would have grabbed the POW and went back to the left because I need P-Speed to run over that water. Oh, I mess up here. Maybe I do that in the future. I don't remember. It's hard to make this jump too, because you have to have a little bit of run speed, but you don't get that with the frog suit because you're jumping. So I'm looking here and I'm like, well, maybe I can get through this gap when I'm small, but I guess you can't. At least I wasn't able to. But it doesn't matter anyway. You probably need the frog suit. You need a shellmet. You're supposed to have the shellmet. Here's the last attempt at this part. Yeah, I never got that throw very well. Here, we'll do the same thing. We'll drop him, let him wake up, bop him again. Did a shell jump there. There, we finally got it. That's a cool setup too. That's a really cool setup. He wants you to at least have the shellman and the frog suit. I think if you just had the frog suit, I think if you were just big and got to that saw, you'd probably get through here. No, because you have to have the frog suit. You have to have P-Speed to enter that fight. Yeah, really, really cool level. Way too bad this guy didn't play the game more. I've played like 2 or 3 frog levels already. Since I've done the Unclear 2020 levels, and most of them are ass. A lot of them are like exactly the same, and it gets really boring. That one was fairly clever. Like I said, maybe a little too tight on those timing sections, but not too bad. So 42, that took me 33 lives, something like that. So the 3D world level is the most disappointing level. The NSMBU one was by far the worst. This one is a good level, but he ruins it, utterly ruins it. You'll see that I've already booted, I've already tried it probably 200 times. The first half of this level is great. It's a mask level, it's a mask speed run. And then there's a section where you have to go upwards with the propeller box, and there's just blind shit falling on you, and you just have to kind of memorize. Actually, I never did memorize it because they're spike balls on parachutes, and it's like, well, how the hell am I supposed to predict where they're? I can't predict where they're going. I end up running into them every time. I played this level for an hour, and I died so many times at that one section. I could never figure it out. Then I took a break. I had to go somewhere, which I hate stopping playing, but it was actually a good thing. Because I took the break, and I figured out that I could cheese this section right here where I shot that on-off section. And you'll see it the next time. And I said, well, if I cheese that, it'll be really easy if I had the on-off in the wrong position at this part, because I could think about it a little more. It'll give me a little more time. But yeah, look at all this shit like going on, man. All these spike balls. But yeah, so the next time, it took me 11 minutes to beat it after an hour of playing it. I was done for like 3 hours. I went to a movie or something. And yeah, look how much easier it is if I can do this. So you're gonna lose that propeller box. This part still sucks. Look at all this shit going on. And then these spike balls aren't even ready yet. I figured out some more cheese later on, and when you start at the beginning, we'll see at the, yeah, I do a few failures here. Yeah, it's like, God, where am I going? How do I figure out where to go? There's just shit falling on your head, and you can't, the vertical camera, you can't see that shit. You cannot see that shit coming at all. And I ended up booing. I was so angry about it at one point. It's probably a little too much, because I think mostly it's a good level, but that ruins this level so bad. I mean, it's already like a spike tunnel level, which with the mask power-ups, that happens a lot, especially if you have a lot of bullet and propeller stuff. Yeah, so you don't shoot this, you have enough damage boost to get all the way to that pipe. And I figured that out. I thought about it before I played it the second time. It makes this part so much easier. You have so much room to maneuver and think about things. I still end up losing this, but here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna actually like take damage against the piranha plant and wall jump off of him, and then get the second part. I did actually get this far before I cheesed it, like the first time I was playing it, but I died by timing out right in front of the pipe. You see me, like, I spend way too long at that part, that vertical ascension part. You could probably beat it like 3 seconds faster if you could actually figure out where to go. Yeah, I left him 2 notes about this. Anyway, if you've made it this far, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next week.